Okay, everyone. This is the Shuko Mod design part 2. Today, or this section, I'm going to go over how to reform these. It's pretty simple. It's probably the part that's going to take the longest, but trust me, it's worth it. So what we're going to do to start off, we got our Shuko that we bought from the store. And what we're going to do is we're going to place it inside the vise or whatever else you have to hold it down, like so. We're going to get our pliers. Let me zoom in here. Now this one right here has got a cut in it, so I'm going to work on this back one because this one I'm afraid it might break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my torch started. This is all you're going to have to do. You start by heating it up. That smaller blue flame, you want the tip of that to be touching the piece. That's the hottest part of the flame. Not this outside tip, but that inside blue one. Now, like I said, you can use propane. It does take a little bit longer to heat up this steel, but it's cheaper than buying the oxyacetylene torch kit. I can see the paint starting to turn color, starting to get a white color on there. Just gonna grab it, see if I can move it at all. Nope, not yet. Just let that sit on there. If you want to do this in low light, it does help out a little bit because then you can tell when the steel is actually getting hot. Let's see if I can tweak this out now. Oh, a little bit more. Heat a little bit from the back. I said it does take a little bit longer with the propane, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper. And one propane tank should be more than enough to do what you need to do. I'm just trying to get a good heat all the way around it. There we go, see it's starting to bend. And if your bend's not perfectly straight, don't worry about it. That you can finish up with a grinder because these are going to be a little bit thinner overall. So what you'll have is, instead of it being curved, it's now straight. You can see I got some little kinks in it. But like I said, if you end up getting that, that's okay. You'll end up cleaning that up when you start grinding on it. So the next step after that would be to take, a file, or if you have a Dremel or anything like that, and just start working on it. File does take a long time, but it's more done by hand. Dremel, you can do it a lot quicker. If you have a belt sander, that works even better. Or if you have any small 90-degree air sanders, that'll make it even quicker. But this is the part that takes the longest, is just reshaping these. But it's not that bad. I mean, depending on how you bend it, And if you get it, you know, a good straight, nice straight bend on there, it might not take as long, but that's the first step. You're going to want to straighten that out with the blowtorch, very easy. And then take a sander or a file or a Dremel and reshape it, get a little bit more thinner, you know, get it round and, you know, get a decent point on there. And I already pre-did one, so pretty much this is what you're going to have. You can see they're a little bit thinner than the other ones, so get a better view. I didn't put like a needle point on these because that's just going to probably bend anyways. There is a point, it's just not as sharp as needle. You can see there it's nice straight, or decently straight. So after you get to this point, you're going to want to put it back in the vise. You're going to want to go back to your blowtorch and get this thing cooking again. I'm going to work on this first one right here. Watch how little of a bend I'm going to put on this. I'm going to heat it about right in the middle of, from the bottom of it to the top. Once you have the paint stripped off and it's a little bit thinner, it starts heating up a little bit better. You can see the tips already starting to change color and heat. You can heat it from all sides, you know, to help it out. Now this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to grab it about halfway down, and I'm just going to give it a little kink to it. Not very much. See how I'll get down from this side. You see, I just put a little kink in it. This light's messing with my camera, but you can see how it's bent just a little bit more right in the middle. It's not like it's more of a curve. So that's what you're going to want to do to them, and you're going to have a nice, you know, all four of them all bent real nice, and you're going to have a nice base to your Shuko that you're redoing. Like I said, it doesn't take very long to do this. You know, you just got to have some patience. This whole project, I'm going to do most of it today just in these videos. So it doesn't take very long. Like I said, the only part that's probably the biggest pain in the ass is the reprofiling of the tips. But it's worth it, trust me. So that's really about it. Like I said, it's pretty simple, not many steps to do this. I'm going to go ahead and bend the rest of these, and then in the next video I'm going to show you how to make the ring and cut that, and how to bypass the step if you can't weld it. So it's pretty easy. The last video, the fully finished of this, will be this week by Friday. I do have the leather. This is the piece of leather I got from the tandyleatherfactory.com. It's I think 1 3/4 inch wide belt strip, and I had some leather dye, so I dyed part of it black to get my straps. And let me tell you, this stuff is nice and thick. It's not that thin leather you're gonna find in just random stores. This is some quality leather piece. I think this was only like 13 bucks, and I got 50 inches of it. So that'll be the last video on how to do that. So like I said, all you got to do is heat up where the bend's at, and get it nice and red hot. I mean, so it's glowing, and then just bend it up straight. when you're done with that, you're going to want to reprofile all these to however you want. Straighten them out. Like I said, that one's got a little kink in it. Probably could have done a better job on that, but I'm in a rush with this time limit. And then after you have them all shaped like these, you're going to go back, reheat right in the center, and just give it a little kick. And that's about it. I'm going to stop this part right here, and then I'm going to do another video, and it'll be on how to form the ring and what this pretty much finished and the ring is going to look like. So that's it for this video. Other one should be up right after this one.